Heyo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by PointsBet. Use code CHGO to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Welcome into the CHGO studios in the West Loop. This is Studio B. The B stands for bets. I haven't been saying that, but TGIF. It is April 1st. Cody, did you hear the news that just dropped?
No.
Nick Madrigal has been traded for the Cubs. April Fools. You know? Happy April 1st. It's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. We are being produced today by the one, the only, the Law Dog. Who.
What's up? How you doing? What's going on?
Cody's apparently...
Yeah, we're going to have to carry
Cody,
this show,
can we check
Sean.
the bank? Can we check the bank?
Right
Did Cody
away?
lose all of his money?
Let's check. Hold on.
Let's check the bank. Let's check the bank. Cody was at $34, and now he's at, let's see, the bank, $65.
That seems like that's pretty good.
You've won money. You've won $31, my friend. What is the issue?
Well, I got super lucky last night. My issue this morning is it's just been a morning for me. I've been rushing, and if I have to rush, then it puts me in a mood. So, but I'm trying to boost the vibes up. It is Friday, TGIF. So, you know. But,
Thank you. There's no rushing here today. You know, It's Friday. We got 15 minutes. Got 15 minutes here. Nice little bubble. Nice little betting bubble. You got college basketball this weekend, you know, to soothe your woos or whatever. Soothe my what?
Soothe your woos.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Wounds?
Isn't there something about like soothing something?
I mean, I'm sure there's.
You got to help
about
me. You know
things,
more
but
sayings.
Soothe your woos doesn't sound.
You're
like
supposed to be my like guidance, my mentor here, Lawrence. Come on, through
Cody,
this
soothe
life.
your woos with some betting.
Like gambling $65 today wouldn't make you happy?
Yeah. The reason I got super lucky last night.
You got super lucky because let's go back to the bank. Cody should not have $65 today.
I should not. I should have $0.
You should have $0. I got all excited because I was like, man, I went 4-0. I won Clark $20. Like you won him some money off the parlay, right? And you know I'm up to $363. Like that's great. I was down to $1. We're on a roll right now. I went 4-0,
yeah.
But somehow you go 0-4, yet you almost double your money.
Yeah, because mentioned yesterday I had a free $10 live bet. And I slammed it on the Bulls money line plus 650 last night in the third quarter. I would have more money if Zach LaVine would have finished with 23. He finished with 21. But on my big three yesterday, I went 0-3, and my parlay died after the first quarter. So technically, outside of that live bet, I am 0-8 in my last 8.
Can we get the rap air horn song? The yeah. Oh, for your last 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were 17-3, I think, coming into this week in your last 20. So now you probably are like 2 for your last 18.
Something like that. It wasn't this week. Last weekend for Sweet 16 Elite 8, I went 6-8. It was the weekend before I went 17-3, and then I went through the week after going 20 or going 17-3 through the first weekend of college basketball, March Madness. I think for 30 at a total of 30 bets, I was like 21-9. So going in, I was 21-9 going into last weekend. Went 6-8 on March Madness, and then this week has just been brutal.
Yeah, it's been rough. So I mean, like you for your previous 30, 21 for 9 is fantastic. So now we're probably around like 8 for 22, which, you know,
something like that.
You can only up from here, Cody.
Right.
It's only up from here. Let's look at the bright side. Your bank started at $50 when we started the show. You're at $15. You were at $34 yesterday. Hey, congrats. Congratulations, man. That's a turnaround. That's a turnaround.
I owe all this hard work and dedication to DeMar DeRozan, King of the Fourth.
King of the Fourth,
50
baby.
burger last night.
Oh my God, it was delicious. That was a delicious 50 burger.
I straight up, I told Lawrence before we went on air, I was like, I put that $10 live bet on the Bulls money line just to give me something to have hope for, because I had lost hope on all the other three, and I was like, I can't go in here tomorrow and be broke after having $112 in my bank.
I hit it at
one point.
I hit it at halftime. And it was plus 185. I did see it again later.
Yeah.
At like plus 330 at that point. I'm like, I've been having bad luck with betting on the Bulls, but I knew they had to win that game.
Yeah,
they had to.
I did double guess them. I double guessed them. It was overtime. I put money on the Clippers, even though Paul George didn't even play the overtime. He hit his limits restriction.
You put the Clippers in overtime?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I did it at the start.
At that point, it was over.
I did it at the start. I wanted to hedge my money because I won $1 off of the Bucks. So then I bet 50 cents on the Clippers.
Okay.
I was already going to make more than 50 cents on that. I am so low with my money, Lawrence. All it is about just racking up as much money possible.
But I know, but yeah, also though you're betting more to like save money, which like why don't you just double down on the Bulls? It's
right.
See red. All right.
I could double down on the Bulls, but it's scared money. And I guess scared money don't make money. That's what I've been hearing. And see that purple today with Lawrence's
See purple.
hat.
Let's go.
Is that a purple in the front? Or what's the front looking like?
Yeah, hold on.
Can you
Let's
spin
flip
that
that
around
around
for the
here.
people? So 4-0 last night, Cody. What the hell? What
kind of hat?
I was
is
not
that?
expecting that. It's like galactic.
It is very galactic. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know
Sick
why
hat.
That's a bull. That's a Bulls hat.
Lawrence
It
has a
is.
sick Bulls hat on. This
That
is
is
not
sick.
great for all the audio
Great,
listeners.
great visual, bad audio.
Yes, but sick hat.
So, yeah, thank
nonetheless.
you.
Okay.
Friday.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I hit the Bucks money line plus 100. Got that's my 1-0.
I wanted to take that.
Alex Caruso under 1.5 threes. Hit that. DeMar DeRozan over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Wow.
Come on. I told you yesterday he can get 30 alone. He got fucking 50.
50.
That's great. And then the other one was my guy, the Nuggets, I think.
Jokic?
Right? Was it? Let me see. No,
Yeah, I
now
think
I'm double checking.
Were you doing or no? Was yesterday?
Yesterday was I
wasn't here yesterday.
No, it was all Bulls. It was the money line for the Bulls cashed
Oh.
out. But it was, so I
Catching.
bet 50 cents, won 79 cents. So I guess I honestly on the Bulls and Clippers money line there, I probably lost like 29 cents. I should do that math.
Yeah.
more often.
Again, that's why when you are a man with only $3.63 in your account, just double down on the
Hey.
Bulls.
I could have
Let's
been.
go.
I could have been up to $4. Yeah,
go.
I regret it. I regret it. I should have. So
Betting on Paul George? What? Who does that? What are you doing?
yeah, especially when he chokes in overtime.
He looked great with that
He didn't
towel
even
wrapped
play in
around
the
his-
overtime.
Well, no, I know, but like
It was
he's
nice. He had the towel on.
he's so
on the
classic
bench.
for being the guy for missing clutch shots.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What were you saying about
the
towels?
Bulls stayed in that game?
He had the towel over his warm-ups on the
Oh,
bench.
yeah.
That's he looked good.
I
the whole
felt like the
overtime
Bulls
back
were
there.
able to stay in that game because of the amount of just bad shots that they were throwing up in the fourth quarter. They would come down after getting a huge stop on the Bulls and then come down and jack up a three real quick. Like they wouldn't run the clock or anything. They just
Well, it felt like the Bulls had that.
They kept me in it. Like the Bulls, like I felt like it was dead. Then I'd feel like it's alive. And then
It felt like the Patrick Williams dunk really brought it alive.
the William, like Patrick Williams
Paw,
probably had
let's
his
go. P-Dub.
He had his like best game as a Bull last night, arguably.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one game he guarded Giannis, and like that was like really
That's
fucking
true.
impressive.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
But-
best of the season. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely best of the season. And I do love, seeing him play. I was such a huge fan of him when he came out of the draft. The fact that he was so young, I think people continually forget about that. Like, I mean, he was the youngest player in that draft.
He's still 20, right?
He's still like a baby. So, I mean, you should be really excited about that guy. He's going to just keep growing and growing and growing, the healthier and healthier he is. Just got to mention the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. That's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content. You'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO Locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO Locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com. We will help you out. PointsBet is your home for live in-play betting, and it just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's newest feature, live college basketball same-game parlays. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Want more? You can boost your live same-game parlays as well. You get one free daily. It's my favorite feature of using PointsBet. I always like my odds when I put together a 3-leg teaser. Maybe it's a 4-leg teaser, maybe it's a 5-leg teaser. And if I get the 5-leg teaser going, I could boost my odds. I can make more money using PointsBet. You can watch live, parlay live, and boost live this weekend with PointsBet. Plus, during PointsBet's Match Madness, all users can earn up to $100 in free bets. During each round, just place a $50 pregame wager and get a free $20 live bet to be used for that round. So take advantage of the great deals this weekend on the PointsBet app. Download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. Online sign-up is back and available in Illinois. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. What are you showing on your phone?
It's a PointsBet app.
Oh, okay. Just you're excited about me. Did you do well betting-wise last night, Lawrence? You bet along with us.
All I did is
both of us are up.
The only thing I took last night was the Bulls money line, and it was at halftime. They were down 9, so it was like plus 185 at that point. So thank you, Bulls.
Nice.
Thank you, DeMar DeRozan.
Your PointsBet account is happy.
Yes, the third free throw at the end of regulation was a little.
That happened, and I was like, if they lose in overtime, I'm going to go jump in Lake Michigan.
I'll say this though: at the same time, if he makes that, they're up 1, and the the Clips get the ball with 3.5 to go.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
right?
So I'll take it. Extra overtime, good times.
You allowed him to get to 50, right? He scored like all the points in the overtime outside of Patrick Williams shooting a 3.
Right. Yeah, I mean, DeRozan was just unstoppable from the fourth quarter to the end. There was one quote about from Alex Caruso about fourth quarter mentality, and it's just like, I mean, DeMar DeRozan is, I mean, that guy has such a makeup, and it's about experience too. I mean, that's part of the thing.
All right, we talked too much Bulls. This show is suddenly shorter, so we gotta get going. We gotta talk.
What's the
Final
big
4? We gotta talk.
Nothing
what else we got to talk?
We're
just
talking Final Four.
I got some NBA
Let's go.
picks.
Whatever. Let's do it.
You got a same game or you got just?
I got
three?
no parlay today.
Okay.
I haven't won one this week. I need a break. So let's start with my big 3. We'll start with Chris Paul over 10.5 assists. That's Sean's graphic.
That's
there.
Sean's. I should say, let's go Cody's.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Chris Paul over 10.5 assists. Ja Morant is out tonight. Tyus Jones is doubtful. Desmond Bane is doubtful. That means there's a lot of guards out for the Grizzlies, which is only beneficial to Chris Paul and the Suns. That's why I have the Suns first half minus 3.5. I like the first half just because the Grizzlies are they're a scrappy team even with all these guys out. They're the second best team in the West for a reason, but I do think the Suns.
Their record without Ja Morant is great too. I mean, they don't even need their best player.
Right. But the way the Suns play against the Warriors, I felt like
let's not talk about that.
That was already a bad beat. The regular spread's like 7.5. I feel like the Suns are going to come out and play well tonight. I think they're going to win the game, but 3.5 points at minus 125 for the first half, I think is well, it's a lot more fun for me, at least, considering the way that I've been gambling lately. So
you'll
that.
Know early.
And again, Chris Paul, stats wise, his last 10 games, he's averaging 11.5 assists or 11.7, whatever.
That's more than 10.5.
Right. And then against Memphis, he's averaging 12.5 assists per game in those 2 games. So again, not their best guards out there already. He's going to go out there and I would not be surprised if he at least has 7 or 8 by halftime.
I like the Chris Paul bet tonight. The Suns one, though, I mean, it is interesting. I usually like taking home first half spreads. So the fact that you're going away, especially, minus 3.5 is interesting.
Right.
But you look at the Clippers last night. Clippers go up big early against the Bulls, and we see them come back. So I mean, I don't hate it. You also saw the Nuggets go up 43-15 recently against the Pacers. That's a completely different story. But still, they came back and closed that margin. So not a ton, but they closed it enough. So
I mean, if you're interested in the spread for the game, which I believe is 7.5, the Suns are 9-4 against the spread their last 13 games following an against the spread loss, which me and Lawrence and Matt and Luke all felt the other
Yeah,
night when
that
they
was not
failed to
fun.
cover against the Warriors in a very bad beat fashion.
Not good.
So, if again, I like the first half, but the game is also interesting. Those 6-7 point spreads, they're kind of a trap sometimes. Make you want to take the underdog. But with all the guys out for the Grizzlies tonight and the Suns being the team that they are, I would still lean Suns. The way I've been gambling, I don't like it. But I say that, and I'm taking the Bucks -7.5 tonight against the Clippers, who just blew. What did they? They shit their pants against the Bulls last night. Obviously, DeMar DeRozan had a big part in that, but Clippers, honestly, it started with Terrence Mann with the foul at the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then the other foul shooting DeRozan on the three. Like they just kind of they take this tough loss and now have to go to Milwaukee and play a Bucks team that is kind of gelling at the right time. Giannis just put up 44 last night.
LeBron joke. I don't know if this is an April Fool's or not, but he did say he was out for the rest of the season. It might be an April Fool's, but if he's out, then Giannis's road to the scoring title gets easier as well.
Yeah.
So I like that Bucks bet.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're easing Paul George back. Like, he didn't play that entire overtime last night, and it's probably because they have to play tonight. So he'll probably play tonight, but I don't know.
I don't know. I'd be surprised if he did.
I don't envision him playing 40 minutes tonight. And if the Clippers plan on staying in this game,
he's on a
minutes limit for
restriction.
32.
Yeah, 32 last night.
So he played 30 against the Jazz, 32 last night against the Bulls. So, I mean, I don't even know if they'll have him for 32 minutes. I mean, back-to-backs are usually tough. Guys usually try to miss those. I think that he probably won't play tonight.
Right. Bucks are also 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games as a favorite. So I like the Bucks tonight.
Let's go. Let's make it. We got to start turning you around. Let's go.
Honestly, yeah, I think I like the Suns just game spread. I think you could probably tease that down to like 9.5, and I'd still like it. And I think with this Bucks one, you could probably tease it down to like 5.5, and I'd still like it. This is two teams that I think that you're getting pretty decent action on the current spreads that you've picked.
Yeah. I mean, with the trend that I'm on right now, it's scary. But again, it's scared money don't make money. And so I think out of the three, I really like Chris Paul over 10.5 assists the most. But I do think that the Suns and the Bucks are going to come out and roll tonight.
As someone who has $3.63 in their bank, I can't believe that you're so down in the dumps about having $65. You are talking about being bad at betting, yet you have like what is 65 divided by 3?
It's 20 times.
Yeah,
more.
20. You have 22 times more my money. Yeah. And I have gone like 7-1 in my last bets. You are up. You should count your blessings. Your back was up against the wall, and you just got a huge boost. I mean, let's get into my big three.
You're right.
This show's going over.
Positive vibes.
Positive vibes. Come on, Cody. All right, let's go to the final four. I like Kansas on the money line. I'm going just money line today. Cody has given me the betting advice to not do a lot of parlays, not do a lot of teasers. So I'm just going straight picks here. I don't love the value of Kansas money line -176, especially the amount I'm betting. Very similar to the Bulls bet I just made and then hedged against, even though I shouldn't have, and I should have saw red like Lawrence wanted me to. But I'll go with the Kansas money line. I do think they will beat Villanova this Saturday. We got the UNC Duke under 151. I feel like that's a high total. You think that it's going to be fine. You think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It has been in the past, but I think it'll be under 151 there.
I would lean under as well, just because how in the NCAA tournament the pace is slowed down. But historically, when these two teams play, there are a lot of points scored in their matchups. So that's the only thing that kind of scares me. And if both these teams get the pace up and down, like we're used to seeing, then I could see that going over. But at right now at 151, I would take the under.
Duke can be extremely efficient, which worries me because they're not a great three-point shooting team, but them inside the paint, like Banchero, and Williams. I mean, they can just absolutely dominate. 94-81, 87-67, 91-73, 91-87 have been the last 4 games between the two. So 151, it feels like an NBA total in a way, but I'm going to roll with the under on it. We also have the UNC money line. I like the value on that. I had UNC as my
should I cash out my
as a future at some point.
Should I cash out my future then?
No. I mean, maybe I should just put down a UNC future. And then that way we have our 2 futures going up against the line. Because you picked Duke from the start of the tournament, and they're still alive. I picked Texas Tech, and your team beat me. So I did like that. And also one bonus pick, Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers tonight. I'm going to take the Celtics total over 122.5. There's been past 5 games the Pacers have played, they have allowed over 126 points. So 122, for a playoff team with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown against this very banged up and bad Pacers team. Let's roll Celtics.
Porous defense.
Absolutely.
As far as your big 3, I understand taking UNC. They're playing hot. They don't look like an 8 seed.
And past success.
And then you got the plus money. Plus then this is like the UNC will never let Duke fans down.
Narrative.
Yeah, like that narrative. If Duke loses this game tomorrow.
That's why I think honestly the best way we could spend our money right now is putting a future on either Kansas or Villanova to win the title, because neither of these teams, Duke or UNC, is going to win the title.
What's the bigger narrative?
What's
the bigger narrative? Is it the UNC thing, or is it the Coach K is going to win?
I think it's the UNC thing, because if UNC wins, I don't think he retires. There is no way in God's green earth that Coach K will retire if he loses in the Final Four to UNC.
Wow.
There is no effing way.
That would be hilarious if he did come back.
I don't think he's Tom Brady.
I think he's worse than Tom Brady.
I don't know.
He's nuts.
I'm still going to roll with Duke. The 4.5 spread is kind of tough. But as far as a prop,
I don't like the spreads either of them.
I'll put my spread or my picks on the games out tomorrow. But I will throw a prop out for it. I do like Brady Manick over 2.5 threes. You can get it at -10 or -110. He's been shooting lights out, man.
Yeah.
He's a big reason why UNC is anywhere near in this Final Four. So.
Lawrence, who do you like?
Well, I think Kansas wins, and I actually think you could take the spread. I mean, I know it's Villanova and Jay Wright and all that.
-4 is a spread.
I like -4.
Without Justin Moore, who got hurt, for Villanova, how did that hurts Villanova a lot.
For
so
sure.
I'm taking
and they don't even have a lot of depth already. So.
Right, and so I think what I do there is wait until Kansas is down
team.
by 10 early because they're stupid and are dumb, and then I'll hit the money line, hit it plus odds.
Well, and hey, I just want to throw it out there.
Same deal with Duke.
During PointsBet's Match Madness, if you make a $50 pregame wager, you'll get a live $20 free bet. So if you want to, put money down on Villanova because they're, the underdog, and then live bet Kansas if they're ever down,
there's one of us who could do that. I believe his name's Cody Delmendo.
If I win bets tonight, I will put a $50 bet down on whatever spread I choose tomorrow. And then I'll use that $20 live bet.
You do not have to do that, but feel free to. And if you do use the PointsBet app, use code CHGO to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Thank you, Lawrence, for your great production. Shout out to the Law Dog.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
Cody brought it a little bit there. Cody Delmendo is the co-host at Cody_CHGO. Peace. Thank you, Cody. You can follow our bets at CHGO_bets. Cody will be tweeting them out. I'll be tweeting them out all throughout the weekend. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. We will talk to you on Monday to preview the national title game, and we'll also be millionaires.